BFTB, best fight the best. Look, man, I'm getting so many fucking idiot weirdo clowns coming at me talking about, oh, AJ didn't duck. AJ didn't duck Ortiz. He didn't duck Ortiz. Yo, bruh, look, man. Look, man. Let's keep it 100. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you, regardless if you keep it 100 with yourself. AJ ducked Luis Ortiz. You understand? This is not a question. This is not a debate. So these fucking idiots coming at me like, oh, well, you know, AJ didn't duck Ortiz. If you knew anything about boxing and the business of boxing, then you would... Man, get the fuck out of my face, man. Look, this shit is simple, you fucking idiots. This is simple. This motherfucker had 2 mandatories. He had an IBF mandatory, which was Pulev. And he had a WBA mandatory, which was Ortiz. Okay? He went on this long fucking tirade. Him and fucking bitch-ass Hearn went on this long tirade about why they had to fight their IBF mandatory first. Fine. Well, now your IBF mandatory, Pulev pulled out. He did not want to fight. So that left you with 1 mandatory. If you had 2, Pulev and Ortiz, and your WBO mandatory, your IBF mandatory, Pulev, pulled out, well, then you now have 1 mandatory. If you had 2, this is simple fucking mathematics. Simple mathematics. But you UK fucking tossers, for some strange reason, are not very good at math. And I don't understand it. You go to school for half a fucking day. Look, man, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay? 2 minus 1 equals 1. Do you fucking understand that? There is no about the business. There is no if you understand boxing. Get the fuck out of my face. Anthony Joshua had 2 mandatories. Their names were Luis Ortiz and fucking Pulev. That's what their names were. Nowhere was Takam. Nowhere. To avoid Ortiz, to duck Ortiz, Hearn went to the IBF and had them fucking substitute Pulev for Takam. And they didn't have to. Because once Pulev, who was the mandatory, pulled out, then the IBF had no mandatory. You fucking idiots. There was no mandatory. If the mandatory pulled out, there is no mandatory. They don't just say, oh, well, you know, since this guy pulled out, oh, then it's next man up. This guy right here that's ranked number 4, there, now he's your mandatory. No, it doesn't work that way. You just don't have an IBF mandatory until that spot is fucking filled by someone fighting or something. They did nothing. They went, cried, bitching, and complaining and begging to the IBF, pleading to the IBF to have Takam slide in that fucking spot. He was not the mandatory. Never was. Never was. So fuck you with this, you don't know the business. No, motherfucker, you don't know the business. You don't know boxing. You know babysitting. You know protecting. Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. Your coward, hype job hero ducked Ortiz. Fact. Because when Pulev pulled the fuck out, he only had 1 mandatory to fight. Luis Ortiz, the old man. And he fucking ducked him. So get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. BFTB and I'm out.